Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, basically I make videos about living in Singapore and living in Japan, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the myths and what I think about the red light district in Singapore, which is Geylang, and I'm going to show you my experience and what I think about living there for a year. So keep on watching. Okay. So first question I always get when I lived there was that, is it really safe? So I lived in Geylang for almost a year, and there's different kind of lorongs. So lorongs are like the street number between the whole kind of like neighborhood, and a red light district in Singapore are only considered and like confined kind of lorongs or streets, which is between lorong 18 to lorong 20. So this is what I've been told, and from my research in the internet, this has been kind of like the main red light district in Singapore for the past few years. So I live within the confines of Geylang, but I lived like around lorong 26. So it's kind of it's not really far, but it's like 6 blocks away from what they call red light district. So a lot of people don't know actually that prostitution in Singapore is legal. However, it is limited to different kind of activities. I'm not gonna go into that part itself, but I'm gonna be kind of like telling you, my experience, and is it really safe to live there? In my opinion, and from what I have experienced, it is safe. So I lived in around lorong 26, one of the condos in there, and basically for the year that I've lived there, I've never felt harassed. I've never felt like someone was staring at me. I was walking my dog in there. There was like a nearby park, and I never really felt that I was unsafe walking at night. So in my opinion, I think it's really safe. A lot of people really just kind of avoided, I think, living in Geylang because it is considered as a red light district in the past until now. But from my experience, for the past maybe 5, 6, 7 years, they have tried to kind of like really clean up Geylang itself. So you will not see as much prostitution or people in there waiting for clients compared to right now. So I think from I've lived there, it's pretty unsafe, and I never really felt that I wouldn't be able to walk at night, or someone's gonna stab me or something, or there's gonna be brothels or something like that. But I really liked my time there, and it's really kind of something that you have to experience for yourself, because I know a lot of expats who move to Singapore really kind of avoid that red light district when they go in there, because a lot of the apartments are quite cheaper compared to like other listings throughout Singapore. So that's kind of what I think one of the pros and one of the advantages of living in Geylang is that it is cheaper. So if you were to look at the map of Singapore, and Geylang is actually quite, situated or placed in a where that it is very convenient to go to Central Business District and also to downtown. So if you live in Geylang, basically, there are a couple of MRTs within the vicinity area, which is Dakota Station. It is on the Circle Line or the Yellow Line itself, and then you have Alginate, which is on the green side of the MRT or the subway station. And I think when I lived there, it was very easy because I would just have to walk maybe 10 minutes to go to Dakota MRT, and it's a great kind of place, MRT station, because it is near to Esplanade, where there's a lot of offices in there. It's close to Dobbigot, Orchard. You can even walk, you know, around, and the condos are cheaper compared to condos of the same size, of the same amenities and cleanliness that you can find between downtown. So when I say cheaper, you can probably get around 1,700 for a 1-bedroom or a studio, to 1,800 Singapore dollars for 1-bedroom of the same size. That is probably going to be priced around 2,200 in downtown, or more even. So that's kind of like what I really liked about there, is that it is quite inexpensive and you can get the same size practically of the same condo. It's the same thing. You have the gym, you have the pool, it's clean, and it's not that it's very noisy. So that's kind of like, I feel the second myth about Geylang is that it's chaos. I lived there for a year and I've never, you know, experienced any kind of like fight outside our condo, or someone is like yelling or anything like that. It is quite peaceful, to be honest with you. Like every weekend I'll probably stay like at least Saturday or Sunday at home and not go outside, and I've never felt like, oh, it was so noisy. I would even go to the pool and I would be able to relax just hearing the birds, or I wouldn't even hear anything that's quite crazy. So, you know, it's not something that's very noisy itself. I think it's still quite nice and peaceful. But yeah, I think third thing about Geylang that I really liked, and another thing that you have to consider when you're living in there, is that there's tons of food. Okay, tons of food, wherein it could be around the clock. So it could be 12 a.m. 1 a.m. you're hungry and you don't want to do deliver, because you can just go down. There's so many good food in there, like in a hawker center or like small stores. They can just go eat. You don't have to worry about delivery fees. You just go down, go eat, go up, and you're full. It's not like where you live somewhere like residential neighborhood, where they might not be able, or they won't be any kind of like food or restaurant or hawker centers is going to be open until very late. A lot of people who live in Singapore, actually, if they're looking for late night bites, for sure, if you go to Geylang area, there's gonna be food that's gonna be open, and there's really good food out there that a lot of people that I know would actually go there, drive there, take the subway there, take Uber, whatever, just to go eat. So I mean, you know, if you were to like travel all the way to Geylang just to eat, it must say something. So I think it's really kind of like another thing about living there, is that you don't have to worry about food day, night. You would always have food in there. So, you know, besides from it being safe, it's cheaper to live in, it is centrally located, you also have food that is available for you round the clock. So you have these 4 advantages actually of living in Geylang, and you know, for me, those 4 advantages are super that I won't be able to get anywhere else around the neighborhood. I think Lorong 26 is a great area because, like what I've said, it is very close to Dakota, and the street to go to Dakota, or the way to go to Dakota MRT, is that there's actually quite, I think it was, I don't know which river it is, but it's a river that if you just walk all the way, you can even go to Marina Bay Sands, or you can even go to Marina Barrage, sorry, not Marina Bay Sands, but Marina Barrage, And if you go run over, you can also go to Stadium Emirates, because that's what I used to do before. I go run every day to go back home, and I would take I would run all the way to Marina Barrage and then come back, so it's around 6 to 7k. So if you are looking for a place to stay in Singapore and you don't mind the look from people, I highly do recommend looking into Geylang, Lorong 25 and beyond. I think it's a great place to live in. You're gonna be saving so much money about living there, but if you feel that it's something that you wouldn't want to consider anything, there's also different neighborhoods in Singapore. And if you'd like me to do another video about different neighborhoods in Singapore and which places to live in there, thumbs up this video or subscribe to my channel and I will make a video about that. But if you have any questions about living in Geylang, what other condos I think or I have visited in there that I think was really nice, leave a comment down below as always, and I would always get back to you. And if you have any questions, comments, whatever, just leave it in there and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you like this video, I would appreciate it if you can subscribe to my channel, so next time you'll be able to see other videos I make. I'll put it in here, and I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Bye.